Like, really, bro, you got all these loads out here, and you know what I'm saying? They want to sit here and use me as a broker and take my load.
Sometimes I think we got to ask ourselves that question: do we want to stay on the shallow side of life or move to the deep end of life, in which God becomes our only lifeguard?
Willing to be yourself in the sight of people, no matter what people think. I think that's what it's all about. Yo, it's your boy Tez. We back with another video, and y'all know today we talking about the biggest mistake I done made in brokerage so far. Now check this out. Take a ride with me, because listen, something happened that I gotta take y'all along. We gotta go search. Hop in the car with me. So listen, we had to hop back in the car because I had to take y'all on the ride. We gotta go search for this load that I done lost. Man, we done lost big on this load. It was a load, and I'm gonna show y'all, that was worth $3,200. And guess what? Y'all stay tuned for today's video, because I'm gonna tell y'all about how one mistake in minutes can lose you a lot of money in brokerage when it comes to double brokering, or when it comes to you allowing somebody to take your load that you don't know have your load, or for somebody to have hacked into another company's system to where you book a load to them and actually they're not the ones who supposed to be translating that load. So 37,000 pounds of auto parts got stolen, and I got to figure out who got it. And like I said, customer paid around $3,200 for this, so that's a $3,200 bill that I got to be willing to cover. And it's a learning lesson for me and moving forward on how I got to conduct the business. So y'all stay tuned, and y'all stay tuned for the entertainment up in this video, because I got something for y'all. So this load was actually going from Laredo, Texas to Spartanburg, South Carolina. Like I said, it was about 37,000 pounds of auto parts. Now, we all know in this economy right now, with trucks breaking down, with things breaking down, somebody having a load of auto parts, who knows somebody out there that's, you know, that isn't in the right state of mind, what they can do with that. The first thing that I was thinking about when I realized that this load was picked up, because typical protocol is when you pick up a load, you check to make sure what time they're gonna get to delivery and things like that. Now check this out, they ended up not making it to delivery, so we trying to wonder where this freight is. So in situations like that, why I say it was one of my biggest mistakes is because anytime you know what I'm saying, lose money like that, a customer is relying on you to make sure that a carrier has their freight secure and safe before it gets to the receiver. And this is what, you know what I mean, in the broker game can be one of the common mistakes in this game, because you have wolves out here in this industry. You have wolves who getting on the board, looking at loads, got false carrier information, got false MC numbers. You got a lot of things that go on behind the scenes in brokerage. And like I said, I would never speak from something that's not about my experience, but I actually experienced this. You know, 3,200 divided by about a 12 to 1,300 mile run is a little bit over maybe $2.50 dollars a mile, which we know in this market right now the rates ain't the best, especially, you know, in the southeast. So that being, you know, 3,200 from the customer, and you losing out big, you can lose the whole customer. It's very important, like I'm saying, for us to be key in brokerage, and for us to always be making sure that we know all the information, the correct information when it comes to this carrier, the correct information, who's running the carrier. You know, this is why building a relationship, because freight like this can sometimes cost people their job. It can cost you a huge amount of money with a different type of shipper. And this is, in a broker game, it's a different type of business. It's a different type of business, especially when you strictly dealing with owner-operators. The type of brokerage I'm dealing with strictly owner-operators. Those guys that got their own companies, those guys that can, you know, literally easily scam somebody and keep it pushing. And that's the most dangerous part about it, is that money rules a lot of people's minds. Money rules a lot of people's companies. And that's why a lot of people are seeing what sheep they can become a wolf to. And me out here, because I was a driver, I'm always trying to look out for my carriers. And you know, it costed me a pretty penny that was a huge learning lesson. So y'all stay tuned. So obviously, man, we out at the truck stop because we got to find out who took this load. And that's the thing, I got to see who got this load taken, because that's costing me too much money. So y'all, as y'all can see out here, it's a lot going on. So listen, I know a lot of y'all, you know, be having a lot of questions about brokerage and the importance of brokerage. But one of the most important things, like I told y'all, with this being one of my biggest mistakes and lessons, is understanding the proper protocol to not lose money, to lose no money or lose no freight. Freight is actually more valuable than the money, because without the freight, you can't make money. So this is why you see me sharing this experience on how I actually lost this freight, or almost lost this freight, by not understanding or having a grip on this carrier that was hauling this for me. And this is why it's very important for me as a broker to not only look at it from a way to make more money, but a way to build relationships so that we don't have to worry about that in the future. This was a small experience that I wanted to share and just let y'all know that it could be looked at as one of my biggest mistakes in brokers. Brokers know, just like a trucker rolling freight over, or a trucker not being able to make it safe to a delivery and not getting paid, a broker not being able to locate the freight, track the freight, see where it's at from shipper to receiver, which truck it's on. You know, sometimes truck drivers leave freight in the middle of nowhere. They drop trailers, they steal trailers. So this was a big lesson learned for me to understand the importance of tracking and understanding that the carrier that has the freight needs to be the carrier that I booked it with and the carrier that's getting paid for it. Y'all keep watching these videos, man. There's so much going on in the truck and so many trucks, so many loads, that one load can cost you a lot. So imagine a couple loads or a couple of your loads being stolen or not being brokered. So look, double brokerage is a lot of things that brokers deal with, because it goes from carriers seeing how much they can make off of it, and then seeing how much money they can make if they give it to another carrier. Y'all stay tuned for more videos, and if you ever gonna jump in, if you gonna hop in a broker game, always remember to keep an eye out on your loads, because they can be gone in a blink of an eye. And guess what? Since you're not out there and you don't see what's going on, that can be money that's going into your pocket, going down the drain. Y'all stay blessed, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Should we get some of this barbecue right here? I don't know. This barbecue smelling really good.
How much they selling?
Yeah, that barbecue.
Where are you buying it?
You barbecuing, man?
Yeah.
That smell good. Yeah, no problem. Y'all see, we out here in the Pontiac today, man. And just like that, we out of here. Peace out, YouTube. Find who you are, live in spirit, and find peace.
Our lives are meant to be legacies for somebody else, for generations to come. And we got to continue to walk after that and do things that are courageous.